All right. Welcome back, everyone. This is kind of a impromptu. Wasn't sure what to do. I've been really, oops, sorry. I've been really struggling with YouTube, actually. So I think I might be leaving Tuesdays and just doing Thursday evenings. But I'm going to continue doing my Patreon and see how I feel just doing that. I'm feeling overwhelmed and very stressed out with the YouTube algorithm and the stagnant numbers that don't seem to do anything anymore. And I know numbers shouldn't be an important thing in art, but you can't help but look at them because every artist likes to show their creativity and they're proud of what they do, and when you don't get anybody reacting, no comments, nothing, it's very, discouraging, and that's how I'm feeling right now, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna try this. I think I might have to scale down, and by taking Tuesdays off, we'll see how, I get along with that. So I thought I would show you today what I'm doing in the book of knowledge. And I made this up from a 1932 book. And I'm using my gel prints as my pages. And I just have an elastic uh, cord through, I punched some holes in it. And it's just like a, what do you call it? Traveler's notebook type of thing. And so I'm just using this as my daily, not really daily, it's whenever I feel like doing it. I don't want to feel pressured because I have enough pressure with YouTube. And so I thought I would show you what I'm going to do with this page here. The last week in July was horribly wet and warm, but really wet. Lots of rain, um, lots of uh, puddles from the snow melting, and it was yucky, and fog. So I thought I would put a little bird here that's wet and is tired of the rain, and he's tired of being cold and whatnot, and see what we can make up with this. So I'm going to do a little bit of uh, acrylic painting on this one. Where did I put my paints? Well, this is all live. So I want a little bit of white, heavy-bodied paint because I want to cover some of this. And then we'll put a little grumpy bird on there. And if you've followed my stuff at all, you'll know my grumpy birds. They're so cute. They got a lot of personality. So start off with white, but I do want to draw my bird just so I know where to paint. So he's going to be a little grumpy bird up in here, and he's going to be, fluffy. So let's put his hair up, or I always say hair. I don't mean hair, but his little eyes will probably be like this. So he's grumpy. So he's going to have grumpy eyes, and then his little beak goes like this, and then he's got the side droopiness. like that. That makes him look grumpy. And then his little fuzzy, let's see, let's bring it right down to here. So he's going to have the fuzz coming out. And then his little body is going to be kind of wet and it's just not happy. So it's going to be a little chickadee. So he'll have all the markings of a chickadee. And then a little bit of he's kind of perched on a little stem here. And his little body is going to be covering his feet, basically. We can have this as stem. Okay, so we want to basically just use I'm just going to use this sword or angled, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to fill this in so I can see his body shape a little better. So there's going to be a lot of layers to this little guy. So I'm not worried about having a completely thick coat on here because he will have layers added to him. But you can always add a few little strokes of feathers falling over the sides here just to give him a little bit more personality. Might use some colored pencils or Poscas. I'm just going to put that right around there. Oops. So I don't know about you guys. YouTube has gotten really, for me anyways, I don't know about other people, but for me, very confusing and difficult to figure out. They say do this and do that and you do it and then it doesn't help. It sometimes hinders. I'm going to put a little bit of black on there also, so I have some basics. I put way too much white. I'm going to have to see if I can scoop that up and put it away. I don't like wasting. Get a palette knife here. See if I can scoop this up. There we go. Hate waste. That should do it. Back. And a little bit of black on his head area. Or you could actually use a dark brown. Maybe I'll put some umber on there. Where did I put it? There it is. I have some Van Dyke brown, almost black, but not quite. I'll put a little bit of that there too, just a smidge. Don't need a lot. Okay. So what I was saying is, I don't know about you guys. If you're a creator, do videos, how are you finding YouTube? I am really struggling. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. And when I guess it was fairly new when I first started. So everybody was checking it out, so it was a little easier getting, people to watch your videos and commenting and that type of thing. And then just in the past, oh, I would say 3, 4 years, I guess. There's been a change, a real big change in numbers and how the algorithm works. And that's the thing about YouTube is they keep changing how things work. So it makes it hard for any creator to, unless you're really savvy in that type of YouTube stuff, the technical stuff, it makes it very difficult for an average person to figure it out. And that's what I have found. And I get very discouraged because I want to spend time doing art, not worrying about how to figure out the algorithm. And two, the art community is a totally different community as far as YouTube's concerned. It's a niche, and there's not as many views for us to begin with, and therefore it seems even more difficult for us because we're not getting the typical amount of views that somebody would get, because it's a very niche genre. I'm going to put some little wings on here. So this white is also a little bit wet still, so I'm going to mix a little bit of black with that. So he's quite the grumpy bird. I guess that's the way I'm feeling. I'm going to get a little bit of a smaller brush, probably a little round brush. I can find one small enough. We'll put his feet in. Let's try this one. I'm going to make his feet a little bit on the gray side. And he's going to have big toes. A little bit darker, I think. And then one here. So I was just, I've been thinking about this for a long time. For about a year now, I guess. Whether this is harming my art or what. And I find that I still like to do videos because it gives me the purpose of doing for me. I know not everyone is like that, where they have to have a purpose of why they're doing whatever they're doing. For me, I do. It has to have some kind of use, I guess. or I feel like it's a waste. I know that sounds kind of bad, but it's just the way it is with me. Um, let's see, some yellow, a little bit of yellow. I guess I could use, yeah, let's use a marker, Posca. Why not? I guess this could. Okay. I have so many art supplies too that I hate the thought of me just letting them sit there and having nothing to do because I don't want to, or I'm just bummed out, so to speak. Oh, this one isn't working. Let's see. Trying to find a good color. Let's see if this works. I have two Poscas here. We'll put the orange on first. I guess I should dry that because I don't want to get paint on the nib. So we'll dry this. All right, and then we'll put this darker color in first. Then we'll highlight. That. And then a black Posca. Should have one here somewhere. Just because it's a lot easier. It's too big. Where I put all my Poscas. White. Just drop. Oh, there it is. So, what was I saying? Let's make the eyes a little bit darker in the center. Is that dry? I think so. And he has just this little grumpy face. Oop. Oh, just wrecked that. Let's go back over it. A little bit of fuzz right there. And Right underneath here, can have a little bit more fuzzies. His hair's kind of going all over the place. Got some bad hair day. A little bit on his wings, and then I'm going to put a little bit of fuzz just along the edge here. That. And now I need a gray. I have one. Might work. I don't know if this one's going to work or not. I could use, oh, maybe not. I was thinking I could use a marker, but I don't think so. And we just put a little bit of gray along the forehead here where it would be a little bit lighter. I need to. Yeah, these markers I do not like. That's the ones I got. Don't get them. The nibs tend to dry up before you use up any of the paint. That's a pain. Yeah. So I'm not sure if I have a gray or not in my. I guess I'll have to get a fine. See if I can get a bit of gray in the. With a paintbrush. Just a bit. No, lighter. Lighter. So, as I was saying, sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. It's just been really bothering me, and I don't like feeling stressed out and full of anxiety. So, that's why I'm scaling down, so to speak. And I'll tap right there on his eye. Just a small highlight. Actually, I want a little bit more. Like that. So I will be continuing to be on Patreon and doing stuff I love to do. And if you have any suggestions that you would like to see, then feel free to let me know. Just gives me a hand on knowing what it is that people want to see. Doesn't mean I'll do it right away, but kind of helps me with knowing what you guys are looking for. that. And then let's make his little, I'm just going to follow the shape of his body with some white lines here. And you can kind of curve them out off onto his body a little bit. So it kind of makes him look a little bit fuzzier. It's always cute. Even on his little head here, put a few little hairs here and there. Make him fuzzy over his feet. You will have some black ones too. I'll put some more black ones in. Okay, and then a little bit more gray. So the gray would be kind of along the sides here, a little bit underneath. He'd be a little bit more on the gray side. You can put some strokes of that in there. And little chickadees do have a little bit of kind of a cream color or caramel color on their belly a little bit. You can put some of that in. If you so want to. Mix up the grays a little bit too. A little bit darker, a little bit lighter. Dry brush maybe even. Just have fun with them. Cute. Okay. And I'm going to make his little feet a little bit lighter. Need some highlights on his little toes. Too much water on my brush. Okay. Let's try that. All right. Then we take our black again and add a little bit more fuzz on just the bottom parts. A little bit, not much, just a little here and there. Or if you have a Sharpie pen, not marker, a pen, you can use some of that too. It's a little finer and it doesn't seem to bother the nib like the Sharpie does. Can usually get away with using it. I'm going to put little nails in there. He's got long feet, long nails. Sharpie, let's see. I'll show you. I have one in here somewhere. thought I did. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it actually says Sharpie pen on it. As long as you're give it a little bit of curve, just so it looks like a little bit of unevenness of the fuzz. It's always good to put a few extra thicknesses instead of just using just one type of pen or even width of brush. And he's been caught in the rain, so he's kind of got some problems. Cute. Like that. Yeah, I like them. Cute. All right, so now we can put a branch on here. So since there's already black in this, I'm going to use, that's what I'm going to try and do, is use my jelly prints as part of the design of the page. So we got his little feet in here. So I'm just going to use this pen as part of the drawing process. So a little bit of wood here. Just going to use my pen. Kind of scratchy looking because it's wood. Gives a little more of a realistic look. That, maybe even a little bit of a stem here. Same with this up here. You can get as complicated or simple as you want. I think they look cute. So there's my little grumpy bird. I think he needs a little bit of a brighter highlight. So let's put a white dot on his eyeball. Yeah, that's what he needed. And maybe just a bit of highlight on his little cheek things and on the tip of his nose. Maybe on his knuckles. That's cute. Okay. So then we can either use all of this here as writing, or you could put more stuff on. Like, you don't have to just do what I'm doing. I have these quotes in the new downloadable If you haven't seen that, make sure you download these. This is cute. It probably could get worse. So you could put that in there or write about it or whatever you want to do. Hold on, let me overthink this. Another fine day ruined by adulthood. I kind of like this one here. So I've got quite a few cute well, I'll show you those in a minute. They're actually very cute. It's not all hearts and mushy stuff for Valentine's Day. There's some other things in there. And you can always use them for any other month too. It doesn't have to be just for February. So this is actually meant for yep. Let's see. Maybe we could put it right there. Or up in here. Get this up a little bit more. Like that. Yeah, I think so. I got a glue stick. You don't have to put everything down with wet glue. So I'm just going to use my Woohoo. And then I think I'm going to write about the end of the month. Make sure it stays down good. There. You could further decorate that by putting more stems down in it or whatever. I think of what I'll do. I could actually use a pen, a white pen, since I'm not going to necessarily do any other wet. This one's not. Gotta either hate these or you love them. I guess I'll try this. That. Maybe this one here, leaf. Put some veins on it. Just to decorate. You don't have to do the veins. You could, if you want to doodle, you could doodle. Just have fun with it. Maybe this one here. Yeah. That. And then I'm going to write about my month there, probably in black pen. the end of the week. You can make lines in it, or you could use large or smaller print, whatever you want. Just have fun with it. And this is this month, February, little background sheet. You could actually have this for writing on. Owls, everybody loves owls, and some leaves, and these are nice. You could either write in the center of them, a little love note. You could actually cut along here and actually place a note in there. And there's still snow, so I like snowman. A cute little chicken, bird, like what? More place to journal, nice borders, and then some cute houses and hills and scenery and that type of thing. A little bit of hearts and Valentine's stuff. And these were cute. I thought these were really cute. You could either put them in your, cut them out and put them in your journals too, or you could actually use them as a card and send them to somebody. And then February, and I thought this was cute. A truck, a little raspberry chocolate, some more leaves. And of course, you got to have the groundhog. So that's what I've been doing. I have those up for you. And then I also went through some of my Daphne's diary. Well, they got great stuff. Like you could actually have this put down in here. Like it or wet, or you could use these as a reference too. Maybe look at stuff that kind of makes you look twice and figure out what it is that you really like about it, and then save it. And you can use it in your own journals, either by cutting it out or trying to reproduce it with paint or whatever it is you like to draw with. So look through your old books. That's what I like to do. So there's another one I thought was cute. With your girlfriend or your sister, or maybe it reminds you of your grandkids. So you're looking through photo albums or whatever, just relaxing together, having fun. Good drawing reference also. So I just thought I'd come on and tell you what's going on in my head. So let me know what you guys think. And are you getting tired of YouTube? Even if you aren't a creator, what is it about YouTube that bugs you? Or maybe it's just the weather and the time of year. Love to know what you think. So have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you guys real soon. Bye for now.